Hi, welcome to Todd and Holland. Here we are at the tea bar. Every day we serve up a few teas for you to taste. Today we have a black tea from Ceylon, that's the Kenilworth estate, and then we have a couple of iced teas for you. We have a rooibos vanilla mist and a flavored green tea called Citrus Burst. On the counter you're going to see the teas and you're going to see that they all have different labels, and I want to tell you something about that. The gold label means it's a black tea. The green label means it's a green tea. That one makes sense. The pink label means it's a tisane. The oolongs have a pale yellow label, and the white teas have a blue label. That way, when you come into the shop, all you have to do is look around on the tea walls, and you can see the color of the label that represents the type of tea that you like best. Or if you're like me and you like them all, well, you're gonna have a lot of fun. When you enter the shop, the first wall you're going to see is the wall that incorporates the tisanes with some of our other decaffeinated teas. Tisane means tea-like beverage, so it doesn't have any of the Camellia sinensis in it. It would be things like herbals or fruit infusions or one of our favorites, rooibos from South Africa. I want to show you something. These are our sniffing jars. And you're going to see a little jar like this on every shelf, and you can just give it a shake, open it up, and you'll get the aroma of the tea. It's just a little extra thing that we do to sort of give you a sense of what that tea is all about. So at the end of this tea wall are our other decaffeinated teas. And as we talked about before, this is the gold label, meaning it's a black tea, but these are the ones that have been decaffeinated. And we use a CO2 decaf process, which retains the most amount of antioxidants and doesn't lose as much of the flavor of the tea. It's probably the most natural way to decaf a tea, other than doing it yourself. Then we have two green teas at the very end of this wall, and those are decaf as well. On the other side of this wall are our black tea blends. We have so many flavored black tea blends, and our #1 seller is our original spice tea blend. That's an aromatically sweet, cinnamony black tea blend, and it's good hot or iced. We also have lots of Earl Greys. People just love the Earl Grey with double bergamot, which is a double shot of what makes an Earl Grey, essentially, that sort of bitter orange. We also have peaches. We have the ginger peach or the summer peach, cream assam, which is a honey vanilla tea. We just have everything you could ever imagine. So at this end of this tea wall with the black teas, we incorporate some of our black tea blends, some of the breakfast blends like English, Irish, German. German breakfast is the strongest of those three. And then we have some blends that we have put together ourselves that we just love. My favorite is the Queen Victoria 1876 blend, which is a blend of a Keeman and a Yunnan tea. And then at the very end are some of the flavored oolongs, and those are wonderful too. We start over here with the flavored green teas. The #1 flavored green tea in the shop is called Morning Dew, and it's a lightly flavored green. It has a little bit of sunflower, cornflower, and rose. It's really refreshing, hot or iced. We also have our mints like the Moroccan mint or the double mint. We have some berry teas, we have pineapple or chai. So this is a great way to introduce a tea drinker to green teas, because some people think, oh, it might be a little grassy, a little fishy. And if you can start with some of the flavored greens, we can catch it, and then we'll get you into the ones over here from China. So moving from the flavored green teas, we come into the greens from China. And those can be very, very light, like the emerald lily, or they can be a little bit of a fuller body, like the gunpowder. And then at the end are the greens from Japan, and those have a very nice vegetal taste to them. And at the very end of this tea wall are our jasmines. We have the traditional jasmine pearl, and we also have a silver needle and a jasmine oolong. On the other side of this wall are the single estate black teas. What you'll find within the single estate black teas are teas from India, like the Darjeelings or the Assams or the Nilgiris, and also some teas from China, like the Kimans and the Yunans, and then some teas from Ceylon. Also, we have 4 really good Ceylon teas. A Ceylon tea could be like a Lipton or a Tetley tea that you've probably had before, but since we do the full loose leaf, you're going to get even more flavor. At the end of this tea wall are our oolong teas, and those come from China and Taiwan. And there's actually quite a bit of variety even within the oolongs as far as the flavor and the body of the tea. We have some that are quite full of flavor and almost with a roasted taste, and then there's others that are very, very light. And over here are our white teas. We have unflavored whites at the very top, from the silver needles to the white peony to the snowbuds. And then underneath we have some flavored teas. The champagne raspberry would be our #1 seller on the flavored teas. I'm sure you've heard about the antioxidants and the health benefits from the white teas. Now we've reached our tea wall. This came over from our old store, which was in River Forest on Lake Street. And at that time, the staff would actually go up the ladder, bring down the teas from these large jars, and weigh them down out on the counter for each customer. And we have so many different accessories that help to brew the loose leaf teas. Many of the pots, which can come from Japan, China, France, have infusers inside of them, so it makes it very simple to brew our loose teas. Really glad you came on the tour with me today of Todd and Holland, and I hope you're going to come back and see us because there's so much more I'd love to show you.